Good morning, guys. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do my 1 year use of all of my sunscreen, empty sunscreen for the whole 2023. So it's a lot. Da-da-da. So it's a lot. So there you go. So we will start from my favorite body lotion. I know it's kind of late to make an empty review, but because I wasn't feeling well, ow, I wasn't feeling that well the past few weeks, so this is the only time. Okay, it's the Eucerin SPF broad spectrum SPF 30. This is a chemical sunscreen with avobenzone, homosalate, octacylate, octocrylene. So but I don't use this on my face, okay? Because I have rosacea and very sensitive skin, so it will make my skin very red and very sensitive to the sun. So if I use this on my face, it will give me sensitivity. But I really love this one for my body. This is the most recommended for me. On my body, because it moisturizes your skin and at the same time it protects your skin. So I use this daily if I'm not trying other sunscreen, or if I'm not going to the beach. If I'm going to the beach, then of course I'm gonna use a water resistant sunscreen and a higher SPF. But for a daily sunscreen, this is the most use I have. So I'm on my third bottle, and it's very good, especially if you have dry skin. This is a good one. I didn't review this yet. Probably I'll do some review on this, so you will see how thick it is. But this is my favorite. This is the must go. Is that the right word? But yeah, I like this one. It moisturizes and then no cast because it's a chemical sunscreen. My favorite. That's my go-to sunscreen every day. But when I go to the beach, not that one. I use a higher SPF and a water resistant when I go to the beach. Next is this Acure SPF Rejuvenating SPF Day Cream Broad Spectrum 30 from Acure. I'm not gonna say anything about this because this is not a good sunscreen. It's mattifying, it's hard to blend, it's casty. So I didn't use this on my face. I just use it on my neck and on my chest because when you put it on your face, it's very ugly. So I'm not gonna say anything about this. If you're planning to buy this one, this Acure one, just skip it because it's not a good sunscreen. This is one of my favorite tinted sunscreen. It's the Neutrogena Mineral UV Tint SPF 30 broad spectrum. I'm on the light shade. I really love this one. The only problem with this is the packaging, because whenever you use this like this, and then it will really leak. As you can see, there's a leakage there. So I always have, see, so the tendency, you have to use this, and then after you use it, you just put it on like this, upward, because if you put it like downward, then it will leak and all your sunscreen are all over. So it's just a waste. I got this for $16.99 before, but now because it's not after summer, I guess it's less expensive. But yeah, I love this one. It's water resistant for 80 minutes. Love it. Moisturize your skin, hydrate your skin. So it's a good pick if you're looking for a tinted sunscreen that moisturize, and it's really good. Even though you're oily, you're gonna love it. Next is this. Recently I just finished this one. This has niacinamide 2%, squalene, and it's very hydrating. If you're oily skin, you don't have a problem with this. It leaves a little cast, but it's a very good sunscreen. And it has this, what I love about this is that it has this one, a tip, extra tip. They put extra tip so it will not really touch the inner thing inside. so I guess probably it's for not to contaminate. But if you're sensitive skin and then you're using a lot of niacinamide on your skincare product, skip some of those because it will really give you a tingling sensation and redness by the end of the day. You will, especially if you have rosacea bumps or rosacea, you have to be careful because it has niacinamide. If you're sensitive with that, niacinamide 2%. But if you just use this alone, it's just 2%, it will not bother you. The niacinamide will not bother you. It will moisturize you the whole day. It has SPF 50 plus, PA+++++. It's really a good sunscreen to consider. Very good one. I got it from Yes Style. One of my favorite. I enjoyed using that one. And then I can refer that. Next is this Bare Republic sunscreen lotion, sheer zinc oxide, SPF, broad spectrum SPF 30, water resistant for 40 minutes. This one has only zinc oxide for 2.5%. I'm not recommending like that low zinc oxide. I prefer higher than 6% because if you have rosacea like me, or redness or acne, you want something more zinc oxide to help you with that inflammation or inflammatory, to help you with the redness and stuff like that. That's the zinc oxide. It's anti-aging and anti-inflammatory ingredients. It has titanium dioxide 5.2%, which it's not my best friend when it comes to sunscreen because it makes it powdery. But if you're oily, this will give you a little help with that because it's not oily, it's mattifying. And that's all I can say. I did enjoy this one. I'm not gonna refer it, but if you're oily and looking for a sunscreen, try it, but I'm not gonna refer it. Enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. I feel like it's overwhelming on my skin. Next is this My Shell Sun Shield Liquid SPF 50. This is a light to medium shade. I like this one except for the dropper, because the dropper is kind of hard to get those sunscreen out of the bottle. But I enjoyed using this one. This has zinc oxide 20%. This is matte finish, but what I like with this, it's not really like overwhelming on your skin, and it doesn't really feel like it's matte. It's not drying, it's nothing like that, which I enjoy. And then it says reducing photo aging, which I like. I like this one. I enjoyed using this one except for the dropper. So I enjoyed that. Whenever it's just kind of little darker. I feel like it oxidized. I am not sure because I'm not familiar with really the oxidizing. But I feel like it gets darker along the day. So I like better the Neutrogena than that one. So if you're looking for tinted, just go for the Neutrogena. This one next is the Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen. This one I didn't really enjoy it. It will give you a little cast. It will give you a casting. It has titanium dioxide 1% and zinc oxide is 7.8%. So this is better than the Bare Republic. It's not really mattifying, but for me that I have a dry skin, it's kinda on the drying side. But this is better than the Bare Republic. So if you have sensitive skin looking for just a sunscreen, you can just go with here, but not my favorite. Next is this one, the mineral sunscreen pipette, I don't know, it's pipette, I pronounce it pipette. Mineral sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 50. I love this one because it's very hydrating. This has zinc oxide 20%. Very good formula. Enjoyed it. You will not regret using this one. It's a very good sunscreen as well, and it has a very high SPF 50, and it's a broad spectrum mineral sunscreen. Very what do you call this, very moisturizing, hydrating. So I don't know if it's a water resistant though. So it's not a water resistant, so but it's a very good sunscreen. Next is this Vanity Cream Vanity Cream Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50 plus. This is water resistant for 80 minutes. This has fragrance free. Almost all of this sunscreen that I'm using is fragrance free. These are all fragrance free, I think. So this is lanolin free, paraben free, gluten free. This is good for sensitive and dry, very dry skin, especially if you have very dry skin and dehydrated skin. This is a good one. But if you are oily, you will not like this one. I feel like this, if you're putting makeup on, I'm not sure if this will be a good sunscreen for you, because it's really hydrating, moisturizing, very moisturizing. But I love it because I have a dry skin. So if you're thinking about if you can use this alone, yes, because it's very hydrating. It's really hydrating. If you put moisturizer under this, it will be very oily. So that's the one. It's a heavy moisture. It's like a cream moisturizing. This has zinc oxide 12%. So if you're using moisturizer under this and you have very oily skin, this is not for you. This is Vanity Cream is not for you if you have very oily skin. Next is this Force Shield Hero sunscreen. This is one of also of my favorite because this has a green tint. They said the green tint will help you with the redness. I enjoy this one. It's worth it. It's worth it if you buy this one. And then this is like around $18.99, but it's worth it. It's very hydrating. Even though you're oily skin, you're gonna like this one. Even though you're acne prone skin, you're gonna like this one because I used this one. Never had any acne when I used this one, and it never irritated my acne or hormonal acne or whatever. But I enjoy this one. It's a broad spectrum SPF 30 and it has zinc oxide 17.53%. This has a green tint. It will help you with hiding or masquerading the redness. Very good formula. Enjoyed it. This one, it's a no-no. It has a peppermint smell. So this has zinc oxide 11.6%. It's a good formula, but it's not, you're not gonna enjoy it because it has a peppermint smell, and I didn't enjoy this one, so I'm just gonna. It has a camphor bark, so that's the smell. It's like a strong smell, so I'm not gonna recommend this one. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy that one. Next, this is Hawaiian Tropic Mineral Skin Nourishing Milk. This, if you have oily skin, you will not also enjoy this one. It's very hydrating, very moisturizing. You can use this alone, but if you're putting makeup or powder, I'm not sure if that's gonna blend well. The same as the Vanity Cream, but the Vanity Cream is more on oily side too, heavy side. But this one is a little lighter than the Vanity Cream, but it's almost the same formula. And I feel like if you powder over it, it will really like give you a cakey stuff like that. But I enjoy this one. This has a scent, okay, but very mild scent, but it has a scent. So just be careful if you're not with the scent. Then this has the scent. This has only this has titanium dioxide 4.9%. It didn't make me feel that it has titanium dioxide because it's not powdery or anything like that. It's really moisturizing. Zinc oxide for 6.7%. It will give you a crease under your eyelids, but I enjoyed it. Really good sunscreen as well. Then this one, the Bring Green Tea Tree Tone Up Sun Cushion. This one is SPF 50 plus. I didn't enjoy this one because it's casty, but it's very moisturizing though with the cushion. Very moisturizing, and it has a tea tree smell, but it didn't bother me because it's not that strong. The only problem with this is it's casty. It will really noticeable cast. so it will turn your face white. But if you don't mind that one, that's a good sunscreen as well. That's a good cushion, very hydrating. I guess I feel like every Korean skincare and every Korean sunscreen is really good. Next, this one is Berry Republic. I'm not gonna say a lot of this. It's also water resistant for 40 minutes. It's a matte finish, tinted, sheer zinc oxide, but it's very overwhelming on my skin. I didn't enjoy it. I feel like it's overheating my skin whenever I apply it. It's not moisturizing enough for your skin. Titanium dioxide is 5.2%, zinc oxide is 2.5%. So I didn't enjoy this one, so I'm not gonna recommend that. I'm going faster because this is gonna be too long because it has a lot of sunscreen. And then next is this Belly Pure Radiance Sunscreen SPF 30. This one, I love the formula, I love the tint because it's not noticeable, but my problem with this, it's peeling. That's the only problem, and it's so expensive. This has zinc oxide for 6%, titanium dioxide 2.5%. I didn't notice any like the feeling of the titanium dioxide because it's not mattifying. It's very moisturizing, but the only problem, I'm not sure if it will peel on you, but on me and on my daughter, I saw peeling on this. So I'm not gonna recommend this, but it's a good formula, but it's just peeling. It's not for me. Next is this one, Suntegrity. So if you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna like this. It's not too oily like the Vanna cream, but it's still oily because it has jojoba oil, which really moisturize your skin. And just be careful because I noticed that whenever I use this one, the tendency it will give me a little acne in return. But the formula is really good. It's very hydrating, but it's just oily and then gives me acne in return. So it's not really, I'm not really gonna recommend this. And this has zinc oxide 20%, very rich. So if you're acne prone, I'm not gonna recommend this because it really gives me the acne thing in return. So I'm not recommending this, but it's a really good sunscreen. I guess this is $21, but with this, you will consume this in a year. But because I use it on my face, on my neck, and on the back of my, you're really gonna finish it. But I'm not gonna recommend if you're acne prone and oily skin because it's very rich. Next is this one, Haru Haru Wonder. This, I really enjoy this one. Very good sunscreen. I don't feel any cast. Probably very little, but it's not noticeable. But this is a very good sunscreen too. I enjoy this one. It's the black rice pure mineral relief daily sunscreen. I got this from Yesta for $10. I'm not sure how much it now, but I really enjoy this one. I don't know how much is the sunscreen for this. So I don't see how much zinc oxide is in here, but this is a mineral sunscreen which I really enjoyed. It has SPF 50 plus, PA plus, unscented, nothing, no smell. You gotta enjoy this one. So if you're looking for a good sunscreen on YesStyle or on Amazon, this is one of my recommendation as well. That's really good. I really enjoyed it, and I finish it very quick. So that's how I enjoy it. When I enjoy the sunscreen, I really finish it very quick. Less than a month I finish it. Next is this one. It's tinted facial milk. I like this better than the big one, but there's nothing really big difference on this. It's just that even though they said it's tinted, it looks like it's just the same formula. It's like a bogus for saying it's a tinted facial milk sunscreen, but it has, you're not really recognizing the tint for this. I feel like it's almost the same as this one. I feel like it's almost the same formula as this. They said it has a tint, but I never noticed the tint. So this is also rich formula. So if you're using powder or anything, I feel like it's gonna, because I don't use powder, but I feel like it's gonna show up. So it has titanium dioxide 4.3% and zinc oxide, which is 6%, the better. 6%, the higher the better. But this is, it's a good formula, but it's, if you're oily, you're not gonna enjoy this one. Only for dry skin and dehydrated skin. You can use that alone without a moisturizer. Next is this one. I also enjoy this one. It's the Kinlo Golden Rays Sunscreen. It is on my shade is light tinted, but for me the light tinted is kind of dark already. So, and then it's water resistant for 80 minutes, broad spectrum SPF 50 plus. It's a really good sunscreen, moisturizing but not overwhelming oil. I didn't notice that one. It's just fine. It is just very fine. So it has zinc oxide 12%. So it's a really good one. This has niacinamide, green tea, which helps you with the inflammation, and then a safflower oil. It's really good one. It says it helps combat hyperpigmentation, but probably because it didn't make my post-inflammatory thing worse. But this has allantoin, bisabolol. It has a lot of good ingredients in it. Safflower seed oil, a very good one. It's not overwhelming on your skin. It's just fine. So if you're oily and dry, it's in the middle. You will enjoy this one. Very good tinted sunscreen. Next is this one. This one as well, I enjoy this. Excuse me. I really enjoy this one. This has glycerin, titanium dioxide. It doesn't specify how much what do you call it, how much zinc or whatever titanium dioxide percentage. No, it doesn't specify here, but this is made from the Philippines, but it was a great formula. Excuse me. Why I keep burping? Maybe because I'm talking so fast. It's a great formula, guys. Very moisturizing, and it's a silky, very good formula. I like the formula, not overwhelming. I feel like it calms my skin. Very good one. Gonna recommend this one. It's a really good sunscreen. I enjoyed it very much. Next is this Sun Balm SPF broad spectrum SPF 30 with zinc oxide. The zinc oxide of this is 8%. I like putting this under my eye and on my eyelids because it gives you more hydration. It adds a hydration during the day, because some sunscreen, when you put it on your face, is not really hydrating you around your eyes. So I put extra, which is the lip product. I put it extra, and then during the day, if I notice that around my eyes are getting dry, I add this as an extra moisture and extra protection whenever you're outside. But I tried putting this on my lips on the first application because I still have my petroleum jelly. It's hydrating, but once you reapply, if you have very dry lips, this is not a good one. I feel like it feels sandy, but it has a pink tint when you put it on your lips. But don't put too much because it's gonna leave a cast. But it's a good one to put around your eyes. It's really hydrating. I recommend that Sun Balm. It's $3 something for around your eyes. It's very moisturizing. And this Vanny cream, okay, this is SPF 30 broad spectrum and water resistant for 80 minutes. This is very hydrating. It's a rich formula. Put a lot. Very moisturizing. I always keep one in my bag because I always want to reapply all the time during the day around my eyes, because this is the part of my face that give me dryness, more dryness. You will notice more dryness. And then I always put this around my nose because it's very rich, that I want to put extra, especially on this side, because this is where you always wipe your you touch most of the time is this part. So I always wanted to put this on afterwards because it's very hydrating. This also give you a pink tint on your lips. Don't put too much because it's very casty. Okay, and I guess that's all. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share. Thank you.